Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Chapter 10 of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, titled The Marauder's Map. Marauders, whatever. Something like that. So it starts off with Harry mourning the loss of his broomstick like he's mourning the loss of a friend. Then we have them going to Defense Against the Dark Arts, and luckily Lupin is there, and he's like, werewolves, eh? You did tell Professor Snape that we weren't doing werewolves yet. Well, you don't gotta do it. And Hermione's like disappointed because, I already did it. I'm glad she did the homework, I guess, but what? I can't really do the fault Hermione for doing the homework. She was literally just doing the homework. As egregious as it was. Anyway, Lupin's definitely pissed. Like, this is a call out. Okay, this is definitely a call out. So he calls Harry back, holds him back. And they have a conversation where Lupin assures Harry that it is not because of his weakness that the Dementors get to him. It's just because... And here's the thing. Earlier in the chapter, Harry laments that nobody else is passing out and hearing their mom's murder. And I'm just like, yeah, Harry, there's a reason. Because I think the only other person who could have possibly witnessed what happened to their mother was Neville. We don't know anything about the torture of the Longbottoms, if Neville was in the room when it was happening. But technically, there's probably other people. I don't know. Harry is probably the only person who witnessed something traumatic happen to his parents. Neville might have witnessed it, but I think it might have been mentioned if he was also there while they were being tortured. In the room. Well, he was probably definitely there. It's just, who knows? Who knows? Anyways, and Lupin points that out, that it's not his weakness that he's passing out from it, it's his trauma. So... Harry basically kind of guilts Lupin into teaching him the Patronus Charm. Also, I love how everyone's just like, yeah, Dumbledore was real angry. We've never seen him this angry before. And I'm wondering if it's because the Dementors are harming his student, or it's because they're harming Harry Potter, who he definitely needs to defeat Voldemort. Like, now that he's got proof that Voldemort's still alive, he definitely needs Harry. I mean, it's funny to imagine. I mean, it's most definitely because a student was harmed. I'm pretty sure if it was unnamed Slytherin number 23 or unnamed Hufflepuff number 24, Dumbledore would be raising just as much hell. But it's just so funny to think, like, God damn it, you're ruining the plans. I have plans for that boy. So then they're announcing a Hogsmeade weekend, and Harry is upset because he can't go. The twins come out with the Marauder's map. They reveal that once you basically hit it and say a certain incantation, it comes to life and it shows a map of the Hogwarts castle, its secret passages, and basically everybody in the castle moving around, which is basically, a stock wrap. Why did the twins not give it to Professor McGonagall after the break-in? The twins don't get enough flack for this. Harry does not get enough flack for this. There is a person who is trying to kill someone in this castle, and the twins have a map that could theoretically catch his ass. And they're doing nothing about it. Harry is doing nothing about it. Everyone is an idiot child in this. I guess that's their past. They're idiot children, but still. So the twins mentioned that one of the passageways collapsed. And I'm just wondering, are they telling the truth? Or are they just like, or is that just really good passageway that they want to keep to themselves? I don't understand why it would collapse, though. It was probably, unless it was one of those ones, unless it was a secret passageway that was created, like, way after the others were created, and it was just made poorly. If that's so, they're telling the truth, but who knows? It's either they're actually telling the truth, or they're just hiding that secret passageway because it's pretty good, and they want to keep it for themselves. So Harry sneaks into Hogsmeade, and Hermione, I'm with Hermione. Give it to the teachers. Like, I understand, actually, no, I don't. I'd understand Harry after third year not wanting to give it up because it's something his father created, but this isn't something that he can tie to his parents. This is something that was gifted to him also the twins. How did they even know how the map worked? How did they figure this out? There must have been months, or at the most, weeks at the minimum between finding the map and then just that, and then figuring it out. Also, why would they take it in the first place? Because it was a damn piece of paper, like a piece of parchment, blank. Why would they look at that in Filch's offices and think, that looks interesting, let me just nick that? So, I agree with Hermione agrees not to really tell him, but even then, because again, she's a smart one, but she's also still kind of an idiot kid, an idiot, rebellious kid, But even Harry thinks about it himself. What if Sirius Black knows the passageway? He does. He does, because he created the map. And you'd know this, and they'd know this if they handed the map to Dumbledore. Lupin would probably, at this point, be forced out of his guilt and admit that, yeah, Sirius is an animagus. He knows the passageways. Or, yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, God. Lupin really is a piece of shit. Lupin does not have to admit anything about the Marauder's map or the animagus, but he just has to tell Dumbledore, hey, we know about these secret passageways. I know about them. Sirius knows about them. Lupin is kind of a piece of shit, huh? Even still, he should have really told him about the anime. Man, hindsight is not really looking... When you read this book back and you're just like, damn, hindsight really is Lupin is kind of a piece of shit. Also, I do love that he did hold Harry back. Also because he was guilty about the damn broomstick. Because the Whomping Willow was placed over the passageway for Lupin to go transform. Anyway. So while they're in Hogsmeade, they notice the four weirdest people just walk into the bar. Fudge, McGonagall, Flitwick, and Hagrid. So what really probably happened was all these four people were in Hogsmeade on their own. They managed to meet up, and Hagrid was most definitely the one who said, oh, we should go to the pub and get a drink together. But I find it far funnier if this is just like a regular thing. Like, they all just meet up and get drinks. It's even funnier. It'd be even funnier because, Fudge arrested Hagrid. So you gotta imagine those few meetings after the fact he got out of Azkaban were real icy. So, Hagrid, how have you been? Oh, I've been real good, besides from the Azkaban. But, I had to be seen doing something, right, Fudge? Right, Fudge? God. So, this is the lore dump where Harry learns about how Sirius Black was his godfather and betrayed his parents to Voldemort directly. Also, Fudge kind of admitted that in a roundabout way, maybe not a roundabout way, but like in a small way, that he kind of doesn't believe that Voldemort is fully gone. Like, he admits that Sirius could be going to join Voldemort, which is like, he wouldn't be stating he wouldn't be stating that if he thought Voldemort was defeated. God damn, I can't speak. So Harry is like pissed, I guess, because instead of Sirius Black just being a random dude who's probably out to kill him because of Voldemort, because like, Voldemort trying to kill me, that's not new news. It's a guy who's directly the reason for his parents' death. Mind you, he's also having visions about his parents' death, so it's definitely going to be raw. This chapter was real fun, and overall, I'm going to give this one a solid 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.